it's not coming from a place of pride. I can buy Timini.
Hey!
Up and dressed right for the occasion. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Wikey here. If you're new, please do well to like the video and subscribe. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let's get chatting. For the returning subscribers, thank you guys for subscribing and welcome back to the channel for another video. Ebuka was on a podcast last year and he said that he was going to bring out a reality TV show, of which came out last week, and I'm really impressed. So I'm here today to review the show. The name of the show is Ebuka Turns Up Africa, and I can tell you for a fact from the episodes that I've watched the 2 episodes so far that's out. I love it. I'm going to be reviewing the episode 1 today. I'm going to give you guys a run through of the episode 1. Let's get into it. The cast. First off, we have Ebuka, popularly known for hosting the Big Brother Naija show. So if you don't know what that is, and if you're not in Nigeria, check it out. Secondly, we have Timini. Timini is a popular actor in Nigeria and is also a brand influencer. We also have Zubby Michael. He's an actor, a very popular actor. Then we also have Jimmy, who is an event host like Ebuka. They're friends apparently, and is the sensitive one. Next up, we have Allister. He's a wedding and event photographer and also a lawyer. Then lastly, we have Onoja. Onoja owns a popular PR company in Abuja. So he's the go-to guy for events, hosting, and all of that, basically. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. For me, this show is giving Real Housewives of Lagos, but the main version, because there are lots of subtle tension and drama here and there, of which I like. I'm very happy to review this show to you guys. Their dressing is chef kiss. Everything is on point. The scenery is on point. The camera, the angles, everything is really on point. And I will give Ebuka his flowers. They start off showing Ebuka introducing himself and what is all about and all of that. Furthermore, he gets on the phone with Jimmy and they get to talking about the trip, basically. Jimmy was asking questions about people that are going to be on the show and all of that, whether he's going to like some people and not like some people and all of that. So they get to talking. Next up, they show Ebuka pulling up to Allister's house and they get to greet him. Then he picks him up and they both head to the hangar. Might I add, the hangar setup is nice. They have red carpet for them to go in. They have food by the side. They have the pilot and the air hostess to receive them. Allister and Ebuka get there first. They get to talking. The rest of the crew start coming in one by one. We have Jimmy. Jimmy came. They exchanged greetings. Onoja came. They started hugging. They greeted, and they were all catching up. Then next up, Timini comes in. Like, he pulls up. His dress sense is always on point, and his hairstyle for this show is interesting, to say the least. Then finally we have Zubby pull up. And if you know Zubby, if you are a Nigerian and you know Zubby, you know that he's known for his character in movies is almost intertwined with how he's portrayed or his persona. So he comes up and the rest of them are shocked. Allister then goes and says, how does Ebuka know Zubby and how did they become friends? Ebuka in his confessional says like they've gotten to know each other over time. They are brothers. He's from a local government or a village before he's in Anambra State. It's not even up to 15 minutes into episode 1. The first drama springs up.
One time I missed it.
Okay. One time you missed it, you missed my wedding, bro.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Apparently, Jimmy was upset that Timini didn't come to his wedding. So there was some sort of friction. And I knew when what was said by Jimmy, I knew that this thing was going to stretch a little bit. So they get onto the private jet, they get to drinking, and Ebuka pops the surprise that they are going to Rwanda. So it's the next day, they get to Kigali, and let me tell you, the house that Ebuka booked is 100 over 100. Like, the house that Ebuka booked is exquisite, is cute, is aesthetic, is giving, everything. It's a 6-bedroom apartment, so apparently they are 6 in number and they picked. So they get to choosing rooms. They assembled to the parlor, somewhat like a meeting. They were just all talking that a lot of things will happen in this house and all of that. Then Timini just says a lot of naked girls, and Jamie just steps in and started like almost like confronting Timini, like,
Even though I am married and I'm gonna stay away from all these things, I want to live through you guys vicariously.
So you want to see naked girls running around here?
I want to see you seeing naked girls.
I'm married, why are you bringing naked girls? You want to put me into trouble? They all assemble in the living room and they get to talking. Then Ebuka tells them that he has a gift for each and every one of them. Apparently it's a gift box. The first box goes to Onoja, and when he opens it, he sees $1 bill inside. The thought behind it is anytime they get to talking, according to Ebuka, that is always talking about money or how to make more money. So it makes sense for him to give him $1 bill. So the next gift box goes to Allister, and he opens it, he sees a pack of juice and is happy. The thought behind it basically is just him having to always drink juice when he wants to eat or whatever. The next gift box was given to Timini, and when he opened it, apparently it's a condom. And everybody knows bad boy T. Not him making jokes about how the condom is supposed to be extra large. The next gift box was given to Zubby. So he opened it and he saw a plate of sushi, 3 sushis inside. The thought behind it, according to Ebuka, is Zubby is very conservative with what he eats. He doesn't like to try new things. So the thought behind it is for him to be open-minded in terms of food and other stuffs. The gift box that was given to Jimmy, when he opened it, was a picture of his wife. Let me tell you guys, I gagged because everybody got something somewhat sentimental. Not a picture of his wife telling him, I'm watching you. Dragging Aye, I laughed at it. Be collecting the picture frame from Jimmy and telling the wife that, madam, I'm going to spoil your husband. And also, they just laughed about it and it was funny to watch. Then Timini brings up a bag. He said he was at Paris recently, so he thought it fits to just get the guy's gift since he's meeting new people. So he gifted everybody. Whilst he was gifting them, he said something that struck a nerve.
In the festivals, and obviously being the biggest actor in Africa.
Oh, yeah. Immediately, the vibe kind of went left. Zubby made a face, and Ebuka kind of picked up on what was said by Timini. Then instigated by asking, "Are you the biggest actor in Africa?" And Zubby chipped in, and it just caused a whole lot of shebang. They get into some sort of altercation / argument where they're talking about Nollywood, biggest star, and Zubby said if he moved past Shagamu, nobody knows him, has conquered Nollywood markets. There was just a whole lot of back and forth. Then Zubby proceeded to say,
it's not coming from a place of pride. I can buy Timini.
Yay!
And everything just took a left turn. If it was left before, now it's a lefter, if that's even a word. So everything just went left. It got to a whole lot of things, and they were arguing about it. So Ebuka tried to calm the tension down. The tension going on, and whilst everything is trying to die down, everybody's trying to cool the situation, Jamie then proceeded to say everybody should check their phones, that they got an email for a national basketball game, sort of. So they all checked. Whilst they were checking their phones, Zubby then says he's not interested in going there. He doesn't find those kind of things fun. So Ebuka then convinced him and said this is the reason why he gave him the sushi, so that it would make him be open to more stuff, so that he should just be open to exploring new stuff, that this is fun, that they would all go. The next day now, they're all dressed up, they arrive at the basketball, they enjoyed the game. Zubby, that was not interested in the game before, all of a sudden is all bubbly, is all happy, is all gingered. The game now ends, and everybody kind of was heading out, but everybody kind of has fans because these are popular guys. Timini saw his fans, he was taking pictures with a lot of them. Zubby saw his fans and he was taking pictures with all of them. Emeka too, the same thing. The plot twist here was Zubby's fans were more at the event because they kept on taking more pictures, they kept on walking up to him, whilst a lot of people did not walk up to Timini. In the confessionals, one person then said,
Timini, you claim to be a bigger actor than he is. Stop playing.
The next morning, they showed Timini lounging outside towards the balcony area where the chairs set up. Then Onoja comes, they start conversing. And Timini says this first impression of him when he saw him was the weakest of them all. So they kind of laughed about it, and then Onoja brings up the conversation about.
Well, why did you bring it up?
Then all of a sudden at the jet, like, oh, what about you miss my wedding? Like, bro, shut up. Just shut up.
Then they show Allister and Jimmy by the poolside. They get to talking, and they bring up the same issue about Timini missing Jimmy's wedding.
If he ever gets married again, maybe I'll make it.
Oh my, no.
I guess it's in the midst of the moment, anything can flip over. When you know this person is your friend, supposedly, you should have said something like, this person was doing like a marriage renewal or something, or vow renewal, you would come through. But all of a sudden, you are saying if the person is going to get married, you don't care. The very minute this issue was being brought up by the anger, before they boarded and left for Rwanda, I knew that this issue was going to linger around for a while. Based on the kind of persona that Timini has and the kind of persona that Jimmy has, I knew that this thing was going to linger for a minute. So guys, we've come to the end of this video now. See you guys in the part 2. If you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed the illustration, please do well to like the video, comment down, let's get to chatting, subscribe, please subscribe, like the video, share it to your friend, post it on your WhatsApp story, your Insta story, your Snapchat story, everywhere. Please stay subscribed. I'll see you guys in the part 2, which is the next video. Bye.